If you find yourself with a group of people often and you just feel undervalued, you might just think it's a fluke. You might just be thinking like, okay, I'm just overthinking it. People actually do like me. They do value my presence whenever I'm with them. Chances are you're not overthinking it. It is something very deliberate. When people don't really value you whenever you come into a room, when they don't pay attention to you, you don't make any sort of impact, it's really obvious. I mean, okay, nobody talks to you. Nobody actually like greets you and says, oh, look, X person is here, you're here. It's very deliberate. Chances are it's not a mistake. You might be thinking, oh man, maybe I'm just overthinking it. You're not, trust me, you're not. And I'm sorry to say the truth, but it really is a truth, because when people actually value you, you can tell. You can tell. There are telltale signs where people do value your presence whenever you come inside of the room. And I'm going to teach you why people don't actually value you when you come inside the room, all right? Because there are reasons. It's not by accident. It's not like, oh, okay, I just don't like this person because of X. I just don't like this person because of this random thing that they just cannot control. I guarantee you that the reasons that people don't value you are completely 100% under your control. You're just ignorant of what these things are. You're ignorant of why people don't value you when you come in, why you seem like a drag, why they straight out just don't like you even sometimes. Because you might be in either of these two positions. You're either a ghost, they literally just don't care about you outright, or they just actually just hate you. They outright hate you. And if you're in any of those two positions watching this video, you're in luck. All right, because I'm going to fix that problem and I'm going to teach you how to do it deliberately. But before we get into that, I want to invite you to our Discord server where we have like-minded young men and women also on your self-improvement journey, the same one that you are in, brother, all right? And each and every single Friday at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, we will be having a self-improvement call. These calls will be composed of different topics each and every single week. The first topic is going to be how to be a man. It starts right tomorrow, actually, at the time of filming this. So if you're interested in that and you want to have a community of people that also think like you, link in the description below, all right? See you there, man. There was a time in junior year of high school, later on in junior year, because earlier on I had actually a different group. It was 5 members. But later on, I came into a group of 20 plus members. It was around 20 to 15 members. And I joined that group. I felt really undervalued. So I joined this group through a mutual friend that I basically split up with another group, because the group was literally only composed of 3 people. It was me and 2 other girls, and basically I ended up liking one of the girls, and I was really awkward with it. And we ended up splitting the group because of that, all right? And through this other friend, I joined another group, which was 20 people. And in this group, I felt really undervalued. I felt like when I actually came inside of the room, I wasn't valued. Nobody really paid attention to me. They were nice to me, per se. I mean, you could say they were nice. They were chill people. But did I directly feel like I made any impacts whenever I came inside of the room, whenever I was inside the actual room itself with them? No, I really didn't. I didn't feel like I mattered. I didn't feel like, oh, these people actually like my presence. They enjoy when I actually come in. I felt like it made no difference. It made no difference at all. And I just felt, okay, nobody here is actually close to me. Right now, I actually only speak to 2 people from that group currently, two years later, after junior year. So it did end up having a little bit of a good effect, because I did end up meeting people that actually do value me. But there were times in this group where I just felt completely undervalued, and there was a reason now that I look back on it. The reason is, I am not providing value. I am a leech. I was a leech, all right? Thankfully, right now, I am not a leech anymore. I understand the whole concept of you have to provide more value if you want to actually have people like you, okay? If you want to have people like you, if you want to be valued by others, I'm not saying people like you in the way of be a nice guy. I'm seeking validation. I'm saying for just casual and general networking. If you want to network with people, you have to bring more value than you take. It is as simple as that. It's how it works. Think about it. If someone talks to you, if someone is in a relation with you, whether it be friendly, whether it be romantic, I don't care. Would you like them if they took more value than they brought to you? There are many ways to bring value. Many ways, and that's what I'm going to go over in this video, so you can apply each and every single one of them, so you can stop being such a leech, for God's sake. because I was a leech. I was in your position where nobody valued my presence, because all I did whenever I came inside of a group, whenever I talked to people, was suck the life energy out of them. I would only suck their life energy. I wouldn't bring any value of myself, okay? There wasn't any inherent value to having me in the group, and that's why nobody liked me. That being said, here are 4 ways to bring value to a group and to not be a leech, to be a fountain. First tip is going to be to level yourself up. You cannot bring value to a group if you yourself aren't bringing value to yourself, okay? If you're not a valuable person inside, how do you expect to project that outwards, all right? You have to start going to the gym. You have to start meditating. You have to start cleaning up your own life. If your own life is not in order, you're not a developed person that is actually pursuing their dreams, that is pursuing their goals, who is chasing these amazing things, who is locked in, and he is improving himself or herself. Do you expect to bring value anywhere else? Of course you're not, because in here you're ugly. Where is all the value supposed to come from? And even if you act it out, it's all a facade, and you're gonna feel like a fraud. So you have to start out in here. Level yourself up. Start going to the gym. Dude, develop a consistent gym routine. Start going 3 times a week if you're barely starting out, all right? If you're barely starting out, 3 times a week, pump that out to maybe 4 times a week, slowly. Then go up to 5 times a week. Do this slowly, progressively, just get better at it. But bro, start doing something. Start doing something that is gratifying, that is actually beneficial to you. Read books, get smarter, bro. Nobody reads books nowadays, all right? I'm gonna start reading this one soon. Once I finish .com Secrets, develop yourself, bro. Please develop yourself. Get knowledge. Get real with yourself. Develop your mind. Clean up your mind, bro. Your mind is where everything flows from. How do you expect to provide value if you're not smart, if you're not bringing something to the table, you're not charismatic, you're not any of those? Which actually leads me into my next point. Whenever you're actually developing yourself, you have to be charismatic, man. Learn some charisma skills. I'm not going to teach that in this video because I could ramble on for hours, alright? That would be an entirely different guide on its own. But look at other charisma videos before I release mine. Look at other charisma videos of how people actually bring value to the table, how they're funny, man, how to actually have impact whenever you speak. Because if you're this dude, you're this girl who's just in the corner of the room and says absolutely nothing, they're super shy, and stop getting on this mindset of, oh, Angel, I'm this shy person naturally. No, the fuck you're not, bro. No, you're not, all right? I promise you, if you seriously try and you want to talk to people and you want to make meaningful connections and speak passionately about them, speak passionately about yourself in a way that's so magnetic, you can do it. But it is a skill. Some people have this naturally. They have it naturally. They just have this natural charisma to them. Whenever you're around them, it's just like, man, they're friends with everyone. Some people have it naturally, but most people have to learn this, bro. I had to learn this. In junior year, I was this awkward little fuck. And I had to voluntarily get out of that mindset of, oh, I'm just like this. I got my ass out there and I started learning some actual charisma skills. I read books, I watched videos. Do what you have to do, bro. The quality of your relations, friendships, and romantic, bro, they will skyrocket. Skyrockets. Who the hell likes the person? Who would prefer the person who is not charismatic over the one who is? Just a retard, honestly. I mean, I don't think anyone would. Who would want the quiet person that just doesn't bring any value, any vocal value? His mannerisms are all just super closed, oh my gosh, I'm so afraid. Bro, be real. Get out there, learn charisma, be confident, bro. Again, I can tell you to do these things, but they are a skill. Go learn them yourself. I'm just telling you what to do in this video. In terms of how to do these things, you're gonna have to learn these yourself. My next point is going to be to talk about the other people inside of the group, all right? Don't be rambling on about yourself. It is really annoying. Do you like the person who is all self-absorbed, who all they can speak about is themselves? I did this, I did that. Oh, this happened to me. Oh man, what was me? This thing happened to me that was horrible. Or I accomplished this. They always talk about themselves. They call you to talk about themselves. It's never, how are you, man? How's life going? How's that project that you told me about? How's it going? How's that going? How's X going? Understand, bro, that people do not like the person who is self-absorbed. Nobody does. You don't. I don't. It's for a reason. People like when you talk about them. Whenever someone tells you something about them, when they tell you something about their life, hey bro, this amazing thing just happened to me. This awesome thing just happened to me. I mean, I am so excited. I mean, I'm pumped. I want to pursue this thing. Bro, engage in the conversation. Tell them like, bro, oh my gosh, how did you do it? Like, what's the next thing? Like, insert next thing, okay? It can be any conversation, but speak about them. Stop being so self-absorbed. Can you speak about yourself? Yes, but only like 15 to 20% of the time. 80 to 85% of the time, you should be speaking about them. People do not like it when you're just you're so self-absorbed that you just can't pay attention to anything else. You can't pay attention to what they're feeling, what others are feeling. It is really annoying. Would you hang out with the person who is just like, oh, I did this, I did that, bro? Of course you wouldn't. You would not. And I used to be that sort of guy that, oh, I went up to a person and it's like, oh man, can you do this for me? Can you do that for me? I mean, oh yeah, this happened to me, bro. What was me? I mean, shoot, I was super emotional. That's part of the reason as well. I had no emotional control, which brings me to my last step. And that last step is going to be to have boundaries. Don't be this person that, look, regardless of what I've told you in this video, do not be this person, let me make this really clear, who has no boundaries, who is nice to people, overly nice to people for absolutely no reason. You sacrifice your own pursuits for the sake of gratifying other people. You can tell whether you're being a nice guy or you're being a kind man by these two things. Actually, by this one thing. Whenever you're doing something for people, whenever you're actually like giving them value, is it warranted? Do they deserve it? And number two, actually, are you yourself busy pursuing something else? If you are sacrificing one of your goals, one of your major goals, in order to be able to help someone else, in order to be able to like, oh, do this nice thing just so they like you, that's a nice guy. You shouldn't be doing that, bro. Have fucking boundaries. What are you doing? Prioritize your own goals, bro. Chase your goals, chase your dreams. Don't let anyone get in the way of that. Don't let anyone get in the way of that, because what's going to happen is you're going to start going through all these goals. You're going to be like, oh, I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to pursue X. I want to pursue Y. And what's going to happen, people are going to come along. They're going to ask for value from you. And you're just going to be doing all of these things for them. And you're not going to pay attention to yourself. You're not going to take some time to like think, oh, bro, I should be giving more time to myself, bro. Like, what the hell? I need to give myself like some time to actually pursue these goals. But I'm so busy doing all these things for other people that I have absolutely no time to do anything for myself. Does that sound like a good life? Just letting others leech off of you? So again, you will start bringing a lot of value once you do these three things that I said previously. You level yourself up, you become charismatic, and you talk about other people. People will like you more, but you have to be careful. You have to put boundaries. Set boundaries, bro, because if you don't, it'll be very dangerous. That being said, bro, I hope this video really helps you. I hope it actually brought value to you, because again, you're supposed to bring value to others for them to actually respect you, okay? And that's exactly what I'm doing right here. So, if you enjoyed it, leave a like, all right? And comment what your favorite part of the video was. What was the most useful tip? And remember, brother, a man who masters himself is truly free.